A la carga, güey. Venga, vamos a darle al ataqueito. Caga en la verga. Misión legendaria de este señor. Sorpréndeme. Uy. Se está liando parda ahí. Ya verás, este me va a gustar. Seguro. Ah, pues. Catherine, ¿qué te cuentas? Jo.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there something we could help with?
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance.
No te preocupes, para eso estamos aquí, coño. Para conseguir protoema, necesitamos trabajar. Que hay demasiados personajes por ahí que tienen que venir para casa.
After assessing the assignment, the guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Ja, ¿quién más, si no?
Just another day on the job for us.
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki.
No mames. Lo quieren... Voy. Se va a liar parda aquí, ¿eh? Se quieren llevar al Arataki. ¿Qué habrá hecho? ¿Qué habrá hecho? Un Oni. Un demonio, básicamente, en español.
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind, so it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
Un auténtico villano, dice, seguro que no, hombre. Parece buen tipo, en verdad, ¿eh? De verdad, lo están pintando ahora como villano, pero luego va a ser un tío súper majo, tío. Lo he visto en el tráiler, ya se ve buena peña. Una pandilla, tío. Él tendrá una banda, pero yo tengo a Paimon. Ya ves, si todo sale mal, se la lanzo a la cabeza y sale corriendo. ¡Ja! Ya, claro. ¿Cómo no? Como siempre.
We are still investigating Arataki Itto's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts. But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Itto's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information. Thank you.
Okay.
I will await.
Travisor, lo dice siempre al principio y al final, tú. Alma de oro. Y de oro. Ahí se cuenta.
Arataki Itto? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something
monumentally stupid
and ran off before they could catch him.
¿Qué hizo? ¿Un graffiti o algo así?
And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised.
Wait, you mean he
No, not exactly.
Es muy exagerado en todo lo que hace.
He's just
grosero y escandaloso. Me cae bien, siempre armando alboroto.
So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
La vida?
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang.
Me recuerda al Oden, tío.
If I had to guess,
Oden
his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Itto fellow starting to sound pretty...
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with... Perhaps you could try asking around?
Ok. Buena info, la verdad. Me ha dado buena info este pavo. Señora.
Arataki Itto? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been
Lo
a
pintan
mix-up on the
de buen
Tenryo
tipo,
Commission.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he...
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly,
No es tan
I
inteligente.
meant, maybe a story will explain it better.
Más o menos, no lo ha
he used
negado,
to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Puto amo, tío. Me cae bien.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Itto a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact...
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryo Commission's... So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up...
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Vaya. Joder, ya me cae bien el pavo. Todavía no lo conozco y ya me cae bien.
Arataki Itto. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Itto hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity. But for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, At first, he was just one of our suspects. But when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
Oh, shit.
At the time, Arataki Itto put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo-Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths.
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Itto, please bring him straight here.
Thanks for all the info.
No.
Still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got more
La red de la ubicación
so
suprema. Juego
maybe
petas,
it's
tío.
time to...
No puede ser que me obliguen a hacer estas
remembers that
cosas.
there's a detective.
Ya, ya. Parece que ya está lista. ¿El qué? Ya no me acuerdo de esta misión, tío. ¿Por la red de la ubicación? está pasando, tío? ¿Ya? ¿Solo tenía que hablar con ese? ¿En serio? Hostia. ¿Que ahora puedo cazar y qué? What the fuck? Momento. A ver. Ah, tengo, pero solo tengo uno. Cagada. Cagadón. A ver. ¿No puedo hablar con esta? Usa red de ubicación para atrapar animales pequeños.
La luz.
Uf, la luz. ¿Qué te pasó con la luz? ¿Se te descarga ya o no? Lo tengo. Tengo un Pokémon, loco. Atrapé un Pokémon. El Genshin se acaba de volver Pokémon. A la verga. Oye, pero que ya la tengo. ¿Qué pasa? Me timaron.
Más 99 horas.
Más 99 horas. Se te fue a la verga. A la madre. Un momento. ¿Dónde está el zorro? Ah, míralo. Aquí está. El zorro que atrapé. Guapísimo. Pero ahora qué. Ah, vale, que ahora tengo que terminar este. Vale, ahora sí. Ahora sí. Podemos continuar. Oye, me está cayendo muy bien, ¿eh? No lo conozco todavía, pero... puto amo. A ver, ¿qué se cuenta esta?
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Itto.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryo Commission. But first, I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking?
A one-off payment of 397,000 more up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission. If Arataki...
Whoa! That's crazy expensive!
Hold on. I wasn't finished.
It
just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the 10... And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the event. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case.
Holy shit.
A long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends.
Vale.
The Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The Crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near.
A la verga.
So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The Crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
No, a la verga, lo dejó tirado.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little
No. No, puto amo.
But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Oh, shit. Qué bonita historia, la verdad.
That's it? What about the little Blue Oni?
Pues se fue, Paimon, se fue.
I suppose the Blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the Crimson Oni remain now.
Wow.
But...
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Itto
un descendiente del Escarlata.
What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile... Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him
But how could he do that? After the Blue Oni's
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long... Besides, the suspect has already confessed. According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Itto chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given into his bad side...
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing...
Ah, yes.
What the fuck?
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Itto
es alérgico, no me jodas.
In fact,
bueno, tenemos su debilidad, chaval.
Will avoid beans,
lata de frijoles en toda la boca.
Just touching a bean is enough to
y pa'l suelo.
Him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps he'd have better luck.
Right!
Desde luego.
Knowing our target's weakness will make things
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to... Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for...
Detective se llama. En fin, vamos para allá. Vamos a ver el ogro. Señor, que te estoy buscando. ¿Dónde estás?
According to Detective Sango, Itto should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? Look, footprints! Let's see where they lead. There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy.
Para abajo.
Let's keep moving forward. There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead. Wait, could that be him?
¡Epa!
Is that Arataki Itto?
Ahí está nuestro señor.
He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective
No me jodas.
gave us.
Sin uno latío, sin decirle nada. Le vas a lanzar los frijoles ya.
I'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
Yo prefiero... hostia, no me jodas, tío. Misión de sigilo de lanzar frijoles. No me lo puedo creer. No llega. Ay, bueno, no llega, no llega. Tengo que acercarme. No me puedo creer que esté haciendo la misión de sigilo donde le tengo que tirar frijoles, tío. ¡Ay! Toma. What the fuck? ¿Qué cojones le pasa, tío?
Are you okay? What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Ni yo.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control.
What the fuck, tío?
It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it.
¿Qué le pasa, tío? Qué bueno, tío.
I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you
Qué
want.
exagerado. Me
It's gonna
encanta.
have to wait. I need a moment.
Nah, me encanta. Ves tu personaje. Increíble.
Need a moment.
Este pavo tiene que estar en las misiones principales, no me jodas. No me jodas.
That's better. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that.
Hostia, tío. Tengo mucho más frijoles, así que cuidadito, ¿eh?
Hey, whoa. Take it
Contrólate.
easy. Just stop with the beans, okay?
Eso pensaba.
So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here anyway? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me, all by myself. Nobody else. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Al menos es sincero, tío.
Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on.
Dios, ven y dímelo a la cara, le dices. Se ha cagado.
Took a commission to bring you
Se ha
back.
cagado. Ya no eres valiente, Paimon.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this
Cuando
drop.
tiene peligro de partirle la boca.
Uncle Ito!
Oh, lo verga. Tío Ito,
Don't
dice.
run now. Careful or you'll fall.
La abuela Oni. Oh, shit.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friend?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me.
Hostia, qué bueno, tío.
It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige.
What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was
De
Granny
fábrica,
Oni.
tú.
She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me.
La abuela te adoptó a ti y tú adoptaste al niño. Hace poco, además.
They escaped with me out this
Increíble.
way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryo Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? Because I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you...
What should we do?
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first.
Qué risa, me encanta.
Oni Kabuto to battle with.
Dios.
I've been looking here for ages
Mejor
and haven't
personaje
found
del
myself a
juego,
winner yet,
literalmente.
so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
Pelea de escarabajos. Yo tampoco me lo imagino, la verdad.
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big
Escaradiablos.
softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way.
Wow.
The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
Yo jugaba ese de pequeño, dice.
Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800.
800, what the
by this
fuck?
point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about
Como
all the
las
physical
melones.
stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. You have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Madre mía.
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom...
Vamos a buscar carabajos. De puta madre, loco. Pedazo de misión. De buscar escarabajillos. Ay, Dios.
Just our luck. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below. Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto. Now that's what I'm talking. Huh? Oh.
Eran frutas.
Not lavender melons.
Nos la liaron.
Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time.
A ver.
It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches.
¿Por aquí?
Let's try somewhere else.
No. Arriba. No hay suerte, ¿eh?
This is the one. This is the one.
Ojo.
See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself. Yeah, it's on the smaller side. But size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes.
Dios.
Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight?
Enorme, cabrón, es como tu
Older beetles
cabeza.
that have already been through the wars tend to just
Si
cower
los
in the
bichos
corner the
reales
moment they
fueran
see a
así de
strong
grandes,
opponent.
salgo corriendo, hermano.
Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith,
Es que
would ya?
parece un puto
My
alien de esos de las
experience is telling me
películas.
that this Oni
Que se te ponían
Kabuto
en la
was
cara
spawned to
y,
be a champion.
y lo flipabas.
Right here! Look what Paimon found!
Mira la cabeza, tío.
If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one!
Pues está más guapo, ¿eh?
What do you think, Itto? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! Imagine that the one you guys found must be way...
Tío, hermano, qué cojones.
bigger.
Es enorme, hijo puta.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Hostia, Paimon te ha metido una paliza y todo. Arataki, lo siento, pero Paimon te ganó.
Nope, this is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean...
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one.
Menudo
This
bicho,
time,
cabrón.
I'm gonna win for sure. Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented. Perhaps so many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely, actually.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then.
Whoa. let's not do anything rash here. You know? I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go.
Menuda personalidad que tiene, en verdad. Me mola mucho. Tío, hermano, el escarabajo que he encontrado Paimon era más grande que ella. Literalmente, era más grande que ella.
Congratulations.
Se viene pelea de escarabajos.
Finally, you're back. Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better...
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle.
Dios.
Go, Stripey Ghost!
Fantasma cebra.
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Ninja ágil. Hostia, el suyo es más grande todavía, loco. Wow.
When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
Pequeñín. Uy. El del primo, el del sobrino es más grande,
That's right. Finish it.
Pelea de Pokémon así de repente, Cara de preocupado. Dios, hermano, qué épico, ¿no? ¿Qué está pasando? Ha tomado por culo.
No, my little Nimble Ninja.
No. Pequeño ninja ágil.
Looks like I win again.
Dang it. Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
No puede ser. El récord de la venganza.
Stripey Ghost is invincible. Even Uncle Ito can't beat him.
Hombre, es que es grande,
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear. All right, Paimon, you're up.
Se ha picado,
Time to
tío.
give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this lose.
All right, go get him, Crimson!
Ojo que viene el Paimon, tú. Torbellino escarlata. Qué rápido aceptaste el nombre. Hostia, es rosa este, cuidado.
Whoa. That one
¡Dios!
looks ultra strong.
Es enorme también. Más grande todavía. Nah, aquí va por tamaños, eso está clarísimo.
But it's still no match for you, Stripey.
Bueno.
All right, little guy, use your super Paimon tornado!
De verdad existe ese ataque. En fin.
No.
Dios, lo mató.
I can't believe it.
Le mató la mascota.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost. I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
Literalmente Pokémon acaban de recrear aquí. Increíble.
See?
Con escarabajos.
Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit, too. Oh, right. Yeah.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Hostia, el Itto va a estar... El Itto va a decir... Y ahora, ¿cómo coño yo venzo a este pavo con el mejor Pokémon de todos?
Huh? For me?
Para ti, el legendario,
You're
para ti.
really giving it to me?
Para ti.
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
Escarabajo legendario, loco.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya?
Good. The kid doesn't suspect it.
You're from the Tenryo Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle
Hostia, el
Ito.
niño, tú. Nos pilló. Nos delató.
Hey, didn't I tell ya? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically...
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? I'm a real lousy liar.
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say.
I guess. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me.
Se acerca
I'll
la
be honest
verdad.
with you. This thing the Tenryo Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their... I have my own reasons for lying about it. And I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago.
The story.
Hold on a second.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole...
So, is the
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Vaya.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really...
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to.
Hostia.
Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two conditions. First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were all... Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it. Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence.
Tío, es la historia más interesante de todas las que llevamos, sinceramente. Increíble.
That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him, so he knows you're
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else. There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then... But, if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the Blue Oni...
Yep, Paimon too. Just
te voy a ayudar, compare. Porque me has caído bien, la verdad. Ves tu personaje y ves tu historia. Todo hay que decirlo.
So, you... All right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so be ready for anything.
Don't worry about us.
All right. Then our first job is to investigate where this blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
Vamos a ver. Esos cristalitos son para el niño ese que me está esperando no sé dónde. No sé si tendré suficientes ya, la verdad. Pero bueno. Voy a coger otro por aquí, a ver. Y cuando pase por ahí mientras explore la próxima vez, pues veremos si hay suficiente. Llénate la vida porque... Ahí estamos. Ahora sí. Hola, verga. Hay una misión secundaria por aquí. Vale. Ya la haré, ya la haré. No. Todavía no. Ya vendrá esa, ya vendrá. Cuando nos pongamos a explorar aquí Inazuma a full. Que todavía queda. Todavía queda. Ahí está.
Yo, you must be Masato.
An Oni? Oh, no, not a...
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill. I contacted you before, remember? I need your help.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, it's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
Oh yeah.
Huh? That's totally uncalled for.
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for, and that my business is our only livelihood. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go.
What?
Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they... But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of stand. Did he say why they were...
Surely it was Mora, right? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear...
Ugh, that idiot... Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But you weren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise the...
Don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach.
Let's go to the beach. Joder, ha tomado por culo, Y aquí seguramente es cuando nos pondremos a dar palazos con el hito. Que ya lo hemos hecho antes en la prueba, pero bueno. De la nueva versión. Curiosamente. Ha coincidido el mismo día, de hecho. No lo tenía planeado, ha sido coincidencia. Pero bueno.
If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared.
Los sospechosos aparecen.
Here they come.
El ninja mojado.
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go time.
Let's go. El itto, tú. Está guapísimo, Damn. Me gusta mucho, tío.
Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight.
El torito, tú.
Fine by me. Let's fight first, talk later.
El ataque cargado, tú. Todo guapo. ¡Pumba! Dios. Dios. Pepino. Pepino. Wow, wow, wow. Le cambia el ataque cargado, tío. ¡Pumba! Hostiazo. Y ahora ulti. Transformación Oni, tú. Guapísimo.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Itto, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
El Oni azul.
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of... But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you? Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find... Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind's... Huh? What's so funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and... The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Itto, what exactly do you contribute to human society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision.
La que le está soltando en toda la cara.
Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You wouldn't know how if you tried. You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean...
Es como, venga, tío, a ver. Que tampoco pasa nada, que yo soy un callejero, tío. De aventurita y de trabajo, ¿eso qué?
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides the oath we swore.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to... I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and eat. That's what matters most to me.
Yeah, and besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that if people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made.
You make a good point. But Arataki Itto's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull. The Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't tarnish the reputation of the Crimson Oni. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself. Completely destroying... He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryou Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni... Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are. Seize...
Oh no! It's the Tenryou...
Forget it. This was... Look, I don't expect you to understand me.
Hey! He got
Hostia.
away! Uh-oh.
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryou Commission, or they'll be...
Oh, yeah. Toma. Pimba, pimba.
Come on, men.
Ah, por
You won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki Itto.
Katabum. Pimba, 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 pimba. Pimba, 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 pimba. Dios. Dios. Revienta ortos.
Man, they really came out in force today.
Arataki revienta orto, hermano.
Sent so many. But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here. No way. All that would do is send them after our blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first, man to man.
Then what should we do? The Tenryo Commission's about to arrest you!
Hey, boss! Thought you'd have all the fun without us? Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
No mames.
Maybe we can't take him,
¿Es tu
but we
banda?
can sure slow him down. Now's your chance. Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, go! Do what you gotta do, boss.
All right then. Watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming back. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Andando que gerundio, dice.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
Run for it, boss!
Menuda ayuda, tío. Vienen a ayudarnos. Se sueltan una parida y ya se ponen en modo defensivo, tío. Increíble, qué personajazos, tío. Qué penoso.
As boss of the Arataki gang, being rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
Vale.
It was real touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got for now.
Sorry, but...
Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? A wrecked cart and some goods.
Ahí voy.
Look alive, we've got company.
Temple of Wisdom.
Nah, easy, bro. Con mi Najida. Najida carry, tú. Nah, de locos.
Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead.
Contra agua. Najida carry, tío. Se lo revienta.
Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. They couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
Se viene. Se viene dominio. Yeah.
Right. I think this is going to be where they keep all the people.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire away? Of course I did. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
Huh? What were you two...
Let's go. Dominiete. Da igual el equipo, si voy a estar jugando solo con Itto, tío. Only Itto, loco. Qué guay. Me mola este personaje, ¿eh? No le tiro porque no me sobra la protos, pero... Está guapísimo para jugar, ¿eh? ¿Verdad? Pimba, 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 pum. Nah. Está guapísimo, tío. De locos. Catapum. Dios. Buba, buba, buba. Nah. Nah, de locos, tío. Este baba mola mucho. Las cosas como son. Es muy divertido de jugar, ¿eh? Pumba. Le tiro un torito, tío. Mira cómo menea la cola. Mira cómo baila. Es la polla, tío.
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
Ojo. Cofrecito, ¿no? ¿Iré después o qué? Seguro.
Can't catch me.
Oh. Acabo de volver al mismo sitio. What the fuck. Momento. ¿No acabo de petar yo una palanca aquí arriba? Ah, vale. Ya entiendo. Claro, ya desde aquí ya puedo hacerlo al revés. Claro, compañero. Que ya te digo, podía saltar, pero bueno. Modo Oni, loco. A tomar por culo. Pima. Pimba. Vamos, la polla, tío. Dios. Tata, boom. Pam. Hermano, de locos. Nah. De locos. Le lanzo el toro, tú. Pero, cómo se menea, tío. Es la puta hostia. Nah. Besto personaje, tío. ¿Tú qué? ¿Quieres bulla? Ah, bueno. Let's go. Uf, qué ritmito. Qué ritmito se lleva, tío. Yeah. Para pam pam.
Can't catch me.
Wow. Oye, pero esta puerta, tío. Supongo que se abriría después.
Can't catch me.
No, a lo mejor se ha abierto ahora. Estoy en cofre. No lo había visto, loco. No se puede abrir esta puerta. Bueno. Después será a lo mejor. ¡No! No te caigas. No. Ya está, me caí.
Can't catch me.
Hermano, ¿eres tontísimo o qué? Eres tontísimo, tío. Pero tontísimo. Dios. Hostia. ¡Epa!
They must be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get them out of here.
Joder.
Say no more.
Dios. Pa. Dios. ¿Cómo reviento, tío? Se acabó el temazo.
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy? We're awfully worried about him.
Claro que sí, si le hemos echado unas partiditas ahí a los escarabajos, le hemos regalado un escarabajo legendario y todo, o sea, está bien cuidado.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
Oh, you must be Daisuke's...
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is...
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved to see you.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you,
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't a self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
Really? Just one little movement and it goes straight to his head.
Es que es un máquina, tío.
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Oh, would they really do anything drastic?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far. Oh, in fact, his horns look just...
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. Are you a friend of his?
Relative, I guess.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but
let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here to point him in the right direction.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe here.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family.
Uy, cofretón.
Made some poor choices.
Cofretón, loco.
Let's get going. While we still have time.
10 proto. Y 2. ¿Y aquí? Ah, esta era la puerta, justamente, claro. Que no podía pasar. Al último escalón, seguro. Boss final.
This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can.
Está lleno, ¿eh? Apagamos esto. Y apagamos esto. Y a reventar. A reventar culos. Ha dado culo. A reventar culos. Let's go. Estoy en todo el medio, no veo nada, pero da igual. Reviento igual. Vamos. Se acabó. Uy, han aparecido dos más ahí. What the fuck?
A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
What?
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami.
You better stay where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of a mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is rigged with explosives and ready to blow.
Oh shit.
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you're gonna be buried deep among the rubble. You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye.
Sayonara.
My paper charm. Where's my paper charm?
Joder, vaya mierda de villano, tío.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Toma.
Yes, that's it.
I snatched it earlier.
El típico papel de Naruto, De las explosiones, tú. Qué fuerte.
Why, you... Now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed...
Just give it here.
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great. Because I'm done listening. Yeah!
Oh, yeah. Dios. De buena hostia, hermano.
Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
De una hostia, no me ha dejado ni luchar.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
What?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, okay.
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out!
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just this sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone! Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice them.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do? I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for...
They're here! We won't let them slip away this time!
Uh-oh! There's no...
A Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society,
Ojo,
right?
la historia se repite,
I'm sure
loco.
you can tell who the criminal
Qué
is
bueno.
here.
Esto es cine.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson
Tal cual.
Oni.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am. How are you ever gonna report...
Stop fooling around, Itto.
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni. And giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride. The blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this.
Puto amo el Arataki, la verdad. Madre mía. Ojo, temática. Se viene. Arataki Itto, el mejor personaje. Cabrón. No. A la mierda. Cabón. Cabón. Se queda como una pasa.
There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
La guitarrita esta, chaval.
Hey, I got this.
Se viene el Arataki mostrándonos su culazo. Míralo, míralo. Pim pam, pim pam, pim pam.
Forget about me. Just go. It's what I deserve.
Ah, shut up, would ya?
Dios, la guitarra loca. Madre mía. Dale, dale. Madre. Tío, hermano, mejor personaje de la historia, tío. Del puto Genshin. Qué cabrones. Dan ganas de tirar el gachapón, pero voy a contenerme. Pero dan ganas de tirar el gachapón, la verdad.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Sí, claro. Ahora todo será eso. No queremos ir todo en bandeja, claro. Es que tenías que esforzarte un poquito, por lo menos, ¿no?
Why?
Si no te marcarías un Superman. Demasiado
Why would you
fácil.
do this for me? I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family in need. I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that...
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side. Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
You say all that, but... in spite of...
That's just how I roll. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru? Well, even Granny Oni, she got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But...
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking. Takia, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for force. All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
No, please don't! Without those goods...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryou Commission.
Bueno, eso es verdad.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about that. But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the...
Yeah, we've...
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, shit. Pues corriendo por patas.
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryou Commission.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation? Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all...
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too.
No hicimos nada, tío. Estábamos aquí mirando. Ya está. De paso, mirando. Espectadores.
But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case...
Molt bé.
Hey, wait. Are unique circumstances? Are these guys... Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was going to say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself.
El actor de voz en la polla, tío.
Yeah, all right. See you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Nah, God. Mira los escarabajos. God. Cine. Literalmente cine, tío. La mejor legendaria que he hecho. Joder, con diferencia, tío.
Well, he's pretty.
Madre mía.
Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
Epa. La abuelita.
Ah, yes. That does.
So, Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. He and his gang may have acted recklessly.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Itto helped—
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Itto is a far cry from, if you ask me. I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but he'll never back down from—
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Itto and his friends—
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryou—
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
¿Qué voz es esa, tío? Es hora de marcharnos. Volveremos a vernos pronto. De verdad, o sea, ¿quién habla así?
Ah, I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire, but now the future looks bright. Wonderful. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do, it's caring for others.
Do you need our help?
No, no. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning. Besides, once Itto is released, he'll be here to help me. Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable. He does whatever he puts his mind to. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. But I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Itto is my pride and joy.
Oh. Qué bonito.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the blue Oni back home. The crimson Oni didn't know where to find the blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The blue Oni was hiding on purpose.
Oh, shit.
So just as the blue Oni had once done, the crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
Ole!
Hey, Trevor?
Bravo, bravo.
At the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Paimon took a quick peek before we left last time. There was some kind of light coming from inside.
Y ahora me salta la misión intermedia.
Oh, so you've been wondering about that too, huh? Now that we have some time on our hands, let's go and take another look.
Oye, pues, increíble, tío. Increíble. La misión del Arataki ha sido la mejor legendaria que he hecho por ahora, tío. Juraría, ¿eh? Que recuerdo yo, creo que sí. He hecho unas cuantas ya, creo que 6, 7 o 8 he hecho ya. Y... me ha encantado, tío. El Arataki personajazo, ¿eh? Algún día le tiraré. Que de hecho está ahora. Está aquí. Y podría tirarle. Pero por ahora voy a pasar, tío. Porque hay otros personajes que quiero más y este ha venido así de sopetón. No lo había probado todavía ni sabía nada de él. Pero mira, justamente hoy lo he probado, me ha gustado. Y además me he hecho su legendaria. Y me ha gustado mucho, demasiado. Y se ha subido muchos escalones, la verdad. Pero antes viene el Kazuha, Furina, Griothesley y algún que otro. Así que por ahora va a ser que no. Pero puede caer algún día. Algún día caerá. Así que nada. Pues nada, me ha molado mucho, tío. La verdad. Pues eso, ya nos veremos en otro directo vídeo. Y continuaremos con otra cosa. Así que nada. Nos vemos. Chao, pescado.